Are you a parent or a teacher who gives a student lots of advices, but they still don't understand what to do? So instead of giving immediately solutions, you can help them discover their own solution. So today I'm starting my journey as a teacher and student life skill coach. In today's video, we will discover how to help the child to discover their learning problem in studies. By knowing through them only, we can get solution. So let's dive into the chapter. What is student coaching? First, let's understand the difference between the teacher and the coach. So a teacher explains the teaching and gives guidance, but a coach uses questions, listening, and reflections to help the student to think, discover, and take action. So, for example, if a student says, I am feeling difficulty in learning science, then a teacher says, learn at least 1 hour and practice from textbook. But a coach uses questions like, what is making you difficult to learn science? So, what is the difficulty you are facing in science? So, like this, a coach can may ask. So, the goal is not to give answer immediately. The goal is to help the student to discover and what is happening, what they come to know about it. So, here I am using 6 step coaching structure to help the student to know what the problem he is facing in learning the science. So I am taking the one problem a student is facing. He is facing difficulty in learning science. He is not getting good marks in science. This is the problem a student is facing. So here I am using 6 step model. So in the first step, I am exploring. So what I am exploring, what is stopping? I am asking the question to student. So what is stopping you in science? What concepts you are facing problem? So what would you do if you are not understanding? What else can you do to improve in science? How well you are understanding the topics? So like this, I am going to explore. I am going to ask the student about the problem he is facing. In the next step, I am giving awareness to the students. How, what would you think is might, what would might be contributing for you to face this difficulty? That means, what would you think might be contributing to face this difficulty? So, what is contributing for you to face this difficulty? So, this is the first question. I am getting awareness to the student. So, next one is, what happens? Do you What options do you have? So next question is, what options do you have to get good marks in science? What else do you think? What else do you try? What else can you try? Like this third question. And what option feels you more suitable? So you can ask what options can be more suitable for you. Then what happens if you try this one? What happens when you try that one? So I am giving awareness by these type of questions. So I have given I have explored by questioning how the student is getting, why the student is getting not getting good marks. Next, I have given awareness to the student by some questions. So what actions, what he can do, uh, what is the option for him, what else he can try, like this type of questions I have given awareness to the student. So 2 steps I have completed, explore and awareness, and the third step is action. So what is the best action he will take before going to the next conversation? So before going to the next conversation, he has to decide what is the best option for him to get good marks in science, what he can do to get good marks in science. So What exactly will do? What might get in the way, and how will he can handle that? So how well he can handle that to get good marks in science. The action he has to take is what he will do exactly to get good marks, and what might he can do to handle that particular problem. Okay. Next, three steps we have completed: explore, awareness, action. And fourth step is accountability. So fourth step is accountability. Accountability means, and on the scale of from the above conversation, if the student has to give how much points he can give to the to stick on to that problem, to what he can do to get good marks in science. So what he on the scale, what can he give? How many marks he can give? 1 to 10 marks. Suppose he gives 6 marks, then don't rush to give answer like you have to get 10 marks. 10. No, you should not do like that. Then you what might what you will make you to get to move to 6 from 8. So like this you can ask him. So this is the accountability. And finally we are closing. What will you do differently after this conversation? So how much differently you can do to get good marks in science after this conversation? So how first one is explore, awareness, action, accountability. Finally, we are closing by a question. What will you do differently after this conversation? So, he has to do something differently to get good marks in science. So, he has to solve his problem by thinking differently and to stick on to that problem to get good marks in science. How differently he can do to after this conversation. So don't forget to subscribe my channel for more teacher and student life skill coaching. Please do follow my channel and subscribe my channel, and do share this video for more students and parents. Okay. Thank you for